I'm Michael Jordan. And what's your name? Well, it's not important. If you then I'm pouring from the evening to the morning. I can watch that for hours. I be on them thunderstorms, y'all on them scattered showers. Look, a southern chick, she gotta be collard greens, cornbread, sitting properly. Yeah, I'm Hall of Fame and got it raining in my zone. Let's make arrangements for some live entertainment later on. I'm so rich, I'm clutching, I'm tougher than Jimmy Butler. Gotta see and double. You should double dribble, bounce that in my direction. I'm a champ, no game 7 in my section. I'm ballin'. I'm throwing hundreds, look at how they ballin'. I know she love it, love the way I'm ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumpin', 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumpin', 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. Rick Owens on the feet, I guess I'm Euro stepping high. Cooking, yeah, I'm chefing, I don't miss like stepping up. In my section live, I say come here and she comply. Then proceed to throw it back on me, that throw me on my. She think I'm a layup, then she must not know about me. She think I'm the one, she must think that I'm Kyrie. Learn to shoot the tray, young, been had a J like take come. Falling that, stand tall in that, she think I'm 8'1". I'm a hooper to be honest, truly a baller, baby. I'm like Luka, I'm like Giannis, so you could Hall of Fame me. I'm so far from JV, I'm Kobe, I'm Mamba, baby. I 24/8, do what it take. Keep a full tank, all gas, no brakes. I'm throwing hundreds, look at how they ballin'. I know she love it, love the way I'm ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumpin', 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumpin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see Michael Jordan, party jumping, 3 in the morning. One billion ballin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see.
What drives you to keep competing and keep winning?
Basically, I'm just a really competitive person. This all started because I was playing professional basketball overseas.
New coaching cards are arriving now in My Team to boost your team's performance.
13 WNBA Pink Diamond Coach cards are here, and you can pick one from an option pack after completing a WNBA-inspired challenge group.
Then stay tuned to NBA 2K My Team on social media for locker codes to pick up more coaches from that option pack.
Asia Wilson, Brianna Jones, Caitlin Clark, and a whole lot more can give your My Team significant advantage.
Make sure you add a WNBA coach to your team so you can be the best in My Team.
Today, we're joined by a very special guest who is holding it down in King of the Court in My Team. E-Bands, welcome to 2K TV.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you all?
We're doing well.
We're doing well. I'd rather be talking to you in an interview than seeing you on the court because I've been looking up some of your stats. You've been winning a lot. Not 1 week in a row, not 2 weeks in a row, not 3 weeks in a row, but you've won upward of 10 or more weeks in a row, dominating the King of the Court competition. So I have to ask, how are you doing this, and what's the game plan going into these matchups?
Yeah, it all starts in the beginning of the year. All starts with repetition. I found some friends who were on the same skill level, and we pretty much played each other all day. Not even in terms of just trying to get better, but just because we thought it was fun. We had fun playing each other, talking trash to each other or whatnot. And as that goes, you're playing some of the best players in the world. Every day they're your friends. So then you go online, you have ultimate confidence. You're matching somebody online. Because the King of the Court, you have to win by 30, really pretty much every game to win. So you have confidence to beat a player by 30 when you're playing some of the best players in the world.
Are there any specific player cards that helped carry the workload when you were winning?
Yeah, so right now, my lineup is the best it's ever been. Right now, it's Dark Matter, Magic Johnson at the point guard, Invincible Kevin Durant at the 2, Invincible Giannis at the 3, because I got lucky enough to pull him. Then I got 100 raw Shaq at the 4, and then dark matter Dikembe at the 5. But the 3 players that stood out to me throughout the year is Wemby. First of all, his pink diamond, his opal, he probably has like 15 rings alone. Secondly, Dr. J, his pink diamond, he was big for me in the beginning of the year. He had like 10 rings. Same with Michael Beasley. His pink diamond was big for me, and I currently have his dark matter off the bench now.
I like the mixture of cards. What upgrades or takeovers do you like to utilize, or badges, for example? Like, what are some of the things that really help you find success out there when utilizing these cards?
I figured this out like midway through the year when the 100 roll Michael Jordan came out. I debuted him in the King of the Court, and I put Blur. It's called Flash. The takeover is called Flash, but we call it Blur. And then he had takeover almost every game. As soon as you get takeover, if you run into your opponent's hip, it's an automatic blow by every time. So 5 out isn't as big this year, but for that King of the Court, I was 5 out in almost every game. And Michael Jordan was having like 40 every game. Yeah, that was like the biggest takeover that I used all year. I also used Satellite as well. I put that on my Kevin Durant, because when you get takeover, you can shoot from half court, and who doesn't want to shoot from half court, you know? So.
What drives you to keep competing and keep winning?
Basically, I'm just a really competitive person. This all like started because I was playing professional basketball overseas, and I came back. In my rookie season got ended short due to an injury. I had to come back and get surgery. So I was in the house, nothing to do, with the boot on, and I was just really competitive, but I was just sitting there. I had nothing to do. So
Number 3. Greetings, folks. Thanks for... So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Ingram in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, they've got Kevin Porter, Kyle Kuzma out there with Butler. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Podziemski in at shooting guard. And with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Butler against Barnes. Pass to Podziemski. Antetokounmpo, left side. Missed inside. Now Grady Dick. Second shot opportunity. That one falls.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Defense puts good pressure on Giannis inside, but he just refuses to back off and gets it to go.
Pirtle finds quickly. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Here's Dick. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Kicks it out to Barnes. And the 3 off target. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Inside. Here's Porter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Up top, Barnes. Butler covering. Kept alive. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Back to Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
Quickly. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
And here is Antetokounmpo. A 20-point game for him in the win against Boston. Kuzma outside. To the middle. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Kuzma.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Here's Ingram on the take. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Barnes drives in. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Right side Porter. Back to Kuzma. And Ingram with the block. Dick, the pass to Quickly. He's off on the layup.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And the bucket is good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Portis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hachimura comes in for Kuzma, and it's Trent in for Porter Jr.
And for Boucher, to me, it's about taking his time inside. When he does that, he's very effective.
Pass to Portis. Back to Podziemski. To the inside. Here's Trent. Here's Portis. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
To the paint. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Butler passes to Hachimura. Pulls it. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
There's a double team with Podziemski. Boucher right side. And finished off by Boucher.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Podziemski. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Out to Hachimura. It's Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Portis. Over Boucher. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
The Bucks leading by 5. On the wing, Hachimura. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Yep, that one goes.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Shed. Here's Barrett. No good on the buzzer beater. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Williams is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And one thing we've seen from R.J. Barrett, he likes playing in a system where they move the ball, Doris.
And he likes B.A. when that ball moves in his direction. R.J. Barrett is a thirsty scorer. He can go off the bounce. He's working really hard to shore up that perimeter game. He has got a tremendous future.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Barrett. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
Barnes, no good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Hachimura. Rebounded by Ingram. Raptors trail by 13. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
This is a relentless scorer who is unafraid to work on the inside in the paint. RJ making his presence felt.
Timeout called, Milwaukee. And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Barrett, and there's a 3-second violation. Now, when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. You look at Trent, topping the chart with his efficiency. And, of course, Kevin Porter.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Now here's Porter, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. From the left block, Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They trail by 11. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Abaji's checked in for Toronto. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Now here's Barnes. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Kuzma. Toronto making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Raptors now. 15-point game. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Outside, Williams. Here's Trent. Again, Milwaukee.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Boucher. To the inside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
Butler finds Porter.
2 minutes.
Another one falls for Milwaukee.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Butler. And the shot goes. And the Bucks lead by 17.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now, here's Williams. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Porter gets the bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Shed. He's guarded by Porter. And there it is for him. Shed's got his first 2 points.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. To the left side wing. Takes one from 10 feet. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist from Trent. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in this quarter. Raptors trail by 17. Here's Shed. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Trent right side. Snatched away. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the evening.
At the line for the Raptors. Kick. At the line for 1.
Find the length. Find the length. One shot.
Substitution on the court.
Raptors trail by 16. Here's Barrett. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
We've seen this time and again. R.J. Barrett will not be deterred by a little contact.
Left side Butler. Here's Portis. Soft touch off the glass. Portis has got 6.
in terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to grow.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a private...
Awesome! Hammers it home! So nice! Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. On the wing, Grady Dick, defended by Pajemski. Inside. Goes back up. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Kuzma's got 5 points.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
It's Quickly with a drive.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Timeout called. The Raptors. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
now that we have a chance, let's check out the teams that are scoring the most points off turnovers. Number 1, the Bucks.
It's one thing to cause turnovers, but the key is turning those takeaways into points. And this team is the best in the league at doing that.
Barnes against Butler. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo, right side. And the big finish by Giannis.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Porter against Quickly. Cranked it in off the glass. Quickly's got 6. The Bucks leading by 22. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. So it's Toronto now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And he gets the bucket.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Antetokounmpo against Pirtle. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have 0 problems with the salaries.
Kuzma outside. Down low. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He had the right idea. Just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Portis, he's checked in for Pajemski. The Raptors also with a sub. Walter, he's checked in for Quickly. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Walter. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Good.
Kyle Kuzma doing things off the bounce right now. How about that drive, guys? Impressive.
A difficult situation for Toronto. Here's Walter. Yet to see a basket. It's hauled in by Portis. Right side, Butler pulls it in from the elbow, and yep, it's good.
Boy, the footwork of Jimmy Butler, impressive. So good at finding room to get his shot off.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. Now a timeout called by Toronto.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Get loud once again for
checked in for Milwaukee. Milton comes in for Antetokounmpo. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Here's Shed. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Butler. Back to Portis. Here's Trent. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Barrett. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. To the middle. Here's Boucher. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Portis, left side. 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Butler against Barrett. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Barrett's got 6. Barrett's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Butler against Barrett. Here's Portis. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, everyone knows that Jimmy Butler has a scoring mentality, but there makes the extra pass beautiful.
Boucher, no good. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Barrett. Can't get it to drop. Hachimura with the defensive effort. To the paint. 4 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. He has 6.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. More 2K action in just a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Seth Curry is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Green. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Williams in at the center position. That's the group from Milwaukee right now.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by the Raptors.
Make no mistake, this guy is not just a three-point threat. Seth Curry making shots from anywhere.
Here's Walter. And that one's good. Walters has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Outside, Green. Here's Williams. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Mobo can't hit. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. On the wing, Milton. With the fadeaway. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Milton.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Here's Shed. Williams defending. Here's Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
Shed.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Outside Milton. Good work there as it goes.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. They double him with Curry. To the wing, right side. Here's Mobo. Oh, Williams with the block. Portis outside. Here's Milton. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
They get it back. Here's Walter. Oh, great D that time from Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Curry passes to Green. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
It's stolen by Curry. Outside Milton. On the wing, Green. With the 10-footer, and it's Milwaukee scoring again.
I just love the ball movement.
Toronto shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Here's Robinson. They need this. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Shed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. First team
Grant, in
foul.
terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
First one falls for him. Milwaukee making some changes. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Green. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Curry. And it's Porter Jr. in for Milton. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Both good from the line that time. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. Pass to Portis.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Inside. The fader. No good off the glass. The Raptors have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Here's Shed. Williams defending. Here's Walter. Here's Shed. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 14-6 run.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bucks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Here's Shed. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Here's Boucher. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Right now, Chris Boucher has got his rhythm, and he's cooking offensively. If you're his teammate, get him the basketball.
To the inside, Williams. The rebound by Shed. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth. Williams grabs the board.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And he gets that one.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Walter. Here's Mobo. And again, Toronto with a triple.
3 points.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Toronto foul. Chris Boucher. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bucks.
And he makes the first.
Butler. 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Walter. So this one belongs to the Bucks, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
See you again.
Giannis, congratulations on the win. How does this team continue to improve as the season goes on?
We just got to pick it up from where we left this game. Each game's going to get harder, but we got to trust one another, play the basketball we can play, and everything's going to take care of itself.
When everyone's out to get you, you can't let up. Thanks so much, Giannis.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.